So 8 or 9 years ago, we started talking about offering something different in addition to the signature Collings sound that we'd had for the last several decades.
We are the best in the world at making our guitar and have used that same design for years and years and years. And this was about making something a little more nuanced, a little warmer, a little different.
We weren't quite sure where we were going to go with it, but we just know we wanted to do something different. And it ended up about 3 years later with our Waterloo guitars.
I think Collings has been reaching out to a lot of musicians, and they've been interacting with people who are out in the field, so to speak, playing these things all the time, and trying to gather feedback and figure out what's going to work most for working musicians.
It kind of informed us and got us thinking about bringing some different voices into the Collings line, which led us into our traditional series, and it ended up being received very well. People really liked it, and it was a great counterpoint to what we've been doing, but quite a departure from what we're doing as well. One of the early fans of both the Waterloos and the traditionals is this artist named Julian Lodge. And Julian was fascinated with what was happening down in our shop with both Waterloos and traditionals.
Through working with Julian, we learned a ton about the internal neck construction and applied some of that knowledge to, okay, how can we make this guitar better? Because it didn't sound like we wanted it to sound.
I kind of came more into the Collings family and started kind of interacting with the whole team through Julian Lodge.
One of Julian's musical cohorts and an old friend of our shop, Chris Eldridge, is a dreadnought player and was interested in something similar.
It's really hard, I think, to build good modern dreadnoughts. And so we started having lots of conversations about what a good modern dreadnought can be.
What we developed is an adjustable T-bar in effect. We moved the mass to the center of the neck, still using the same one-way rod that we've always used, and that was the recipe.
Look, a dreadnought doesn't need to be a total cannon. It doesn't need to be the most powerful thing. They can be nuanced.
It definitely gives you that vintage feel. The balance is the same, the feel's the same. You can't tell by looking at it that there's anything else going on. It's internally, the neck reacts differently.
The satin finish is amazing. That's one of the best things that's come out of this whole process. It seems to allow the guitar to breathe more.
We finally ended up with a combination with this satin finish that we like and what the tone that imparts to the guitar, and this new neck construction which helps kind of center things in the guitar and kind of round out the whole guitar sound.
When you're developing something new, it's really important to hear the evolution of small changes till you get to where you want to be.
When you hit the right thing, everybody likes it. When you're almost there, maybe some do, maybe some don't. When you hit it, everybody says, yes, that's it.
The whole thing in the acoustic guitar world is everybody knows that Collings is so meticulous.
You have to keep innovating. You have to keep, there's a lot of different players and a lot of different styles of players and a lot of people looking for different things. This whole traditional series seems to have other areas we could go with it. And so we're always going to be kind of evolving. We've always tweaked stuff, and we'll do that forever. That's kind of what's made us, who we are.